All right, I think we're just... Not that this really narrows us down too much, but I think we're playing Jeff decks today, so that way I can try and farm a Jeff Ink split while we're waiting for her. Hi, Evo. Hey, Nonim5, thank you for re-upping for that second month. Welcome back. And Grandma, thanks for using the link and setting the prime up. Folks like you make my job possible. Thanks for keeping me around. Evolutionary drops at 8 p.m. PT tonight. I'm gonna pin this message. Not that it'll stop people from asking, but High Evolutionary drops when the day rolls over at 8 p.m. PT tonight. I will be sleeping like a normal adult. Games with it here tomorrow. Thorborg, thank you for the 5 months. Appreciate the prime. Welcome back. Redbeard, thanks for the 19 months. There's a good Triskelion for it. I mean, was it? Is it good for us? I guess these are cards we're playing. I guess these two are cards we're playing, so does it matter if we miss draws here? Well, ain't that a kick in the dick? Do this. Well, I mean, we accomplished what I was looking for. Our snap ends up coming in late, though. Nightcrawler's a nice draw for the Angela. I'm definitely not streaming tonight. I'm gonna see how I'm feeling in terms of how awake I am. I might record some off stream, but Twitch viewer numbers have just been... Twitch viewer numbers have not been great for like the 10 p.m. release streams. They were like okay before daylight savings time happened, and like they were like 9 p.m. But since the releases effectively moved back an hour for most of the world, it's just like so fucking late. Haley actually stayed the entire night in the tent. I was impressed. We actually had it was a camping trip with the Cub Scout pack. So we had actually 3 families that had, including mine, kids under 3 stay, and all 3 of the toddlers made it through. If you're missing Stagrod, you want to play this deck, play Juggernaut. We have priority here, so we'll Polaris the Angela out as Dark Tower, so they don't get a bonus on it. We'll play these to the right, hoping this is where Stark Tower ends up at. Or are they playing the Shurikini deck? Could be. I guess I'll move Jeff the Shark here, so that way he can get the bonus from this. I think I'm spider rating here. Oh, and they did nothing, so yeah, they're like She-Hulk Taskmaster. The Shuri Pride deck's been fun. Climbed to mid 70 for rank 50. So yeah, I think the Shuri Kitty Pride deck's pretty good. That deck plays Jeff too, so I'll probably play some games with that today. So we're just on the hunt for Jeff boosters. We have lists for high evolutionary releases. I finished recording that before I clicked go live this morning, and it's scheduled to post in about 4 hours. My metrics have shown posting the deck list video closer to when the card releases causes the YouTube video to perform better, so... I know a lot of creators have been pumping it. I don't know how much they watch their metrics, or a lot of people have been posting their stuff like days in advance, but my metrics show that posting it closer does better for me. Cards always release at rollover. Is the normal now. I think theory crafting live on stream is a good way to get a bunch of people to turn the stream off, so we will not be doing theory crafting stuff today. There'll be a video on the YouTube channel. I'm gonna try this. We could get into trouble, but there's a good chance this wins Hala. Oh, they're just bailing out too. That's good for us. Maybe I didn't want to move there. Because now I don't have a guaranteed move for Miles next turn. Hopefully we guess right here. My numbers guy. I have a couple degrees in math for a reason. Or probably did here, unfortunately. Oh, lockjaw beads. It's anybody's game. Okay. Alright, Jesus, take the wheel. One True Bob, thank you for the 5 months. Appreciate it. Well, I guess with the extra energy especially, they get to play 2 cards here. We're probably dead, I have to imagine. I can go plus 11, but I think we lose this on average. I think the turn I moved Jeff was wrong. I should have saved that to be able to play Miles in the last turn. I guess I don't know that it really mattered. Today's gonna be a little bit shorter stream, by the way. We're gonna be going until about 2:33. The boys have their last day of Pokemon Club this afternoon, so I want to take them over there to that. I gotta leave by 3 o'clock. Well, they have nothing. I'll take nothing. You're someone that enjoys my content and you want an easy way to support it at no cost to yourself. At the end of today's stream, for the last hour, we're gonna be checking out some more Honkai Star Rail on stream. It's the turn-based RPG on PC, Android, and iOS from the makers of Genshin Impact. It's one of the bounty board posts, so I get some dollary dues based on how many people hang out and watch. I've been playing Genshin for a while, and I've been playing Honkai since it released. It's a pretty good game as well. Might take you a vacation, not for a couple of weeks. End of the first week of June, I'm gonna take a few days off. June 6th, I think. I was camping with the kids this weekend, so I actually did not play any Marvel Snap at all. I actually missed dailies in my RPGs for the first time in a long while. Thank you for the 5-month shot. Hey, Max Chuchuv, thank you for the brand new Prime. It could be sandbanding me somewhere. I think I'm just gonna hit something and try and power up Graven. Jeff went and actually touched grass. Yes, essentially. Well, the Dream Dimension stops them from Nimrodding us, so we've got that going for us, I suppose. My Miles is already in place. There's really no rush to play anything else out. Like, I guess I'll just Polaris mid for the sake of putting stats there. That's going to be their Galactus path. I logged in and checked for the variants. That only takes a second. Playing games takes a bit longer than that. Yeah, we have to think about Destroyer and what's it called? Galactus. They could Destroyer left. Does this beat Galactus? Galactus will be 12. I think this beats Destroyer and Galactus. Okay. Hey, Time Lord, 56 months. It's just four more for 5 years. They get a crown, right? You do. Thanks for keeping me around. Or I think it's technically a Juster's hat. Stegron actually being a little bit instrumental in helping us win this game, because Stegron punting Shuri over to the right narrowed where our... Oh, 60 is the throne. You're right. It totally is. The 72 is the Jester hat, but probably 72. Narrowed where their Galactus could be played there. Ebony Maw Zabu. They're cooking. The question is with what? Dazzler Ebony Maw. Okay. I'm gonna yank Maw over here into... The turn 3 Shauna is a bold choice. They were cooking. One could argue they were a little bit baked even. He had one, sounds lovely. supposed to do this or this? I'm probably supposed to do this so I could guarantee to have this be cheaper, right? A Spider-Man mid to lock it out. Maybe... I don't know, they're probably like a Doctor Doom deck, right? Put 10 on each side, then even if they doom, they're gone. I keep seeing people talk. I don't know, maybe this Patriot Lad deck is about to juke us with something surprising, but I keep hearing people talk about this deck like it's cracked in fucking half, and I don't. It's just like not remotely been my experience playing with or against it. Do they get us here? Because their Patriot will make their two things over here bigger. But they lose 8 from the left, right? So I think we win the breaker. Yeah. Actually, almost 6 years, Roth. Appreciate it. Almost 5 years. Sorry, math. It wasn't even just Enchantress when I played this deck. Half the time, the games where I played it, I just like didn't do anything till turn 3, and then we just didn't put enough numbers into play. Like, people kept talking about it, so we spent like an hour playing it last week, and it just like wasn't functional in the games that I played. It's like half the games it felt like my deck didn't do anything, and I died. Oh, this is the roping Galactus player, right? Escaped. Yeah, so there's numbers for the Patriot deck, but the numbers also don't separate out who's like a high MMR person farming a bot. I guess if we look at the 70 to 90, maybe we'll take a second and look at some stats here. We haven't looked at stats yet for the day. And see where it falls in the not infinite numbers. First time to infinite thanks to no small part to your content. It also helps when you go to the dark side and play Galactus from 95 to 100. I recognize my sin fathers and wish to atone. No more Galactus this season. 1 timeout please and 5 Hail Marys. Amen. Thanks for the 2.5 years, Nightwings. Wolfer, yes, thank you for the 3rd of a year. And Trench, thank you for the tier 2 of the over 2 years. Chillionaire soon, hype. I put Jeff over into Death's Domain simply because I don't want the one I'm moving over here to die to Killmonger.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
I agree that Sabretooth deserves better. They could Wanda Death's Domain. I don't know exactly what they're doing, though. They could also Nimrod Death's Domain and get more stats into the center here, potentially. Arnim could be happening, sure. That could be Zola. I think Sarah makes Zola slightly less likely. Rude, they are really cooking. Him to go, left or right. Wild builds, we're dead. Because the Sabertooth gets the 14 over here. Sabertooth heard us talking shit, something like that. To the person in chat that said it was Dexter's Surfer Destroy deck, and then to the follow-up person who said, no, it's Cozy's Surfer Destroy deck. Actually, I just filed for the NFT of it, so you're now legally obligated to call it my Surfer Destroy deck, or you'll be hearing from my fucking lawyers. The idea of deck ownership is one of the most fucking idiotic things that I consistently hear about in every card game. Especially in a game like in games like Magic the Gathering, where decks are 75 plus cards, originality barely exists. In a game where there's 12 card singleton decks, really, I promise you, lots of people have very similar ideas in simultaneous fashions. To play Miles here, then move him over to trigger Craven. Sounds lovely. But Jeff, did you consider the variants I used? Good question. The truth of the matter is, most deck lists are designed by the people at Marvel Snap that design the cards, and they're explicitly designing cards with synergies to work together. A lot of people like to talk about deck building like they're painting the Mona Lisa, when in reality, they're just building with Legos.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, doing whatever a Spider-Man can. I just need to be Dr. Doom, right? They're playing Surfer. I think it's actually just like Shang-Chi let him rope over, huh? And then if they Doom, I'm 23 to 10, and they're 11 to 3, and I'm 5 to 5. Why do I want to stay? If I stagger on mid, I could hit one of these over to here, and then I could lose to a Dr. Doom in theory, right? I like hit a Raptor, and then I lose. So I guess I could do this. Sure. Oh, they're just like retreating later. Okay. What a great use of everybody's time at Infinite. Retreat later gamers confuse me in general. Post-infinite retreat later gamers are some of the biggest head scratchers. I forgot to update my title. Fix that. Ooh, seeing solid. Well, I think we wait a turn on this technically. I feel like I actually just don't care because we're just like playing kitties into cloning vats at this point, right? The shield mode, dude. It like adds extra things to like help if you're like dealing with spam bots or people brigading you from another channel. It's mostly irrelevant for us here. It's a good split. Wait, next turn's the last turn. Doesn't work. I do this, it gives me an 8 power one back, and then I get 2 8 power ones, then a 10 power one. Okay, so because Kraven's on the left, they can't win, right? We do this, and if they plunk a giant apocalypse down anywhere, we win the other two. Just load up mid? Do I need to play for all three, right? Yeah, if they had a Wasp or Yellow Jacket off the top, we could lose. That's true. It's a kitty Zerg rush, yeah, basically. M'Baku's about to pop out of their deck and get us. It's fine, we'll draw their M'Baku. The splitting work. Yeah, you should check out this video here. Also, if you're someone that asked that question, how do splits work, I recommend checking out this entire playlist here that video is contained in. It breaks down things like how do splits work, it breaks down good snapping theory, it teaches you a whole bunch of other stuff that's important to getting the basics of Marvel Snap under your belt when you're first starting out. Alright, I just played a District X game. I'm not playing a Weird World game. Stop it. Escaped. How much does my win rate improve by mastering splits? That's a good question. Jeff's least watched videos. Some of the videos in that playlist do alright. What was it? The account progression one and the weird interaction one. As well as the one talking about bundles. There's a couple there that are good. There's a few that really bomb though, for sure. Any new inks or golds? No, I didn't play over the weekend at all. I'm also just like not getting that many credits anymore because I don't buy credits every day. I have this giant backlog of tokens, so I'm basically only spending money on Marvel Step at this point on artwork I really, really like, or artwork I really, really like, or oh, my words are mush. Or ones that are exceptional deals.
Enough said, Bubba. Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Oh, come on. Seriously? Well, that's absurd. Old enough to drink my sub. Thanks for the 20 months, old Pope. Welcome back. It's a real shame, Spider-Man. Got played last turn. Well, they're actually just playing Deathwave. Sure. Big.
Escaped.
Nah, the GB and the Venomized bundles are exactly the types of bundles I'm talking about, skipping. The currency ratio of these is absolutely terrible. I'm not really in love with either of the artworks. I have art that I like for both of these cards already, and I'm really just not a fan of the chibi art style in general. How many tokens am I sitting on these days? We're at 4,800 tokens currently, so with them announcing they're releasing some cards directly into Series 4, my spending's gonna drop even more. Which honestly makes me wonder, will they keep doing that? Because the result of that economy change is going to save me, I don't know, a couple $100 a month, if not more. Isn't Zabu a good addition to this deck? Yes, I think Zabu is great in this deck. That's why I'm not playing it. We're holding caches for Series 4 cards. Fuck. I hadn't even thought about that. And god damn it, you're right. I'm supposed to hoard caches for Series 4 cards. Ugh. I hate for it not to be optimal for me to not open my caches. Because I fucking love opening my caches. And it sucks that every time they make a change, they encourage me to hoard more. Jenna Dauber, thank you for the quarter of a year. Because, yeah, technically, if I just sit here on my caches, I'm guaranteed to open a direct to Series 4 card from a cache, and I don't even have to spend tokens on it. So, wow, fuck. I'm really curious to see where this economy change ends up at, because they've basically made it so it's inoptimal for me to spend money on account progression for a very long time. No, I should at this point, Duck. It's so unlikely that I open a Series 5 card. It's optimal to sit on every cache I have until they release the direct to Series 4 cards. I think I'm just doing this. Think they'll ever have cash generate contents when earned to make hoarding important? So that won't make hoarding pointless though. If they change it so the contents are determined when you earn them instead of when you do that, people just hoard 10k credits instead of hoarding boxes. So there's still a bunch of hoarding, it's just slightly different than the current hoarding. Steph spending less than what he already reduced to second dinner hurt itself in confusion. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's certainly part of why they're doing this too, right? Is they're testing the waters to see what people's spending habits look like as they make different economy changes. How do they play both of those? Are they a time stone? Sure. Alright, we may or may not win this. I think it comes down to a coin flip. No, I guess we're probably dead regardless, right? Because my kitty is one short of winning the left. What if I Stegron? No, because I'll hit it middle. I could Shang left. Yeah, that does it, right? Could lose to a Doctor Doom. Arrow does it too. GG. It's important to remember, thank you for the 19 months syntax, that these kitty pride decks, regardless of how fun and interesting they are, could basically never be tier 1 in Marvel Snap. Anytime they get at all remotely popular, they're gonna get absolutely just fucking crushed and dominated out of the metagame by polarizing cards like Wave and Sandman. And talking about Conquest and Marvel Snap tournament stuff, the best of 3, or sorry, the multi-mode where you have 10 life, decks like these are probably unplayable in that format unless you want to just like know that you're gonna be punting entire rounds, right? It's the 19 months syntax error. So I'll be interested to see if Snap rolls out I'll be interested to see if Snap rolls out different changes to their tournament mode, but at a glance, I think the way the current tournament mode is constructed, there's a lot less playable decks in it, I would wager, than there are on the ladder in general. Stage show. Thanks for the 2/3 of a year. Welcome back. Playing with Star-Lord anytime soon. No, can't say that I am. Can you explain why Kitty Pride decks are unplayable in that format? Yeah, because if you queue into anybody playing Sandman or Wave, you're a very, very small polarized percentage chance to win. So unless you want to know that you're going to be 0% into a bunch of matchups, maybe you're okay. Maybe you're just like, there's a deck that's like busted enough into everything else that you're like, this is fine. It doesn't matter if I'm 0% in these places. Chat, I have like 2.5 weeks to play with Star-Lord. Stop being concerned about me playing Star-Lord. I promise you it will get done eventually. I'm not worried. If you're someone that's concerned about playing Star-Lord, I would encourage you to just take a deck like this one and cut your least favorite 2-drop for Star-Lord. It'll be fine, I promise. A Nightcrawler is moving out of Fist Tower, he's not moving into it. Excuse me? What? Sir, this is a Wendy's?
All systems go. Oh, snap.
If you have 16,000 tokens, I would just buy Jeff the Baby Land Shark and be happy that you have a sweet playable card. I would be shocked if they downgraded Jeff the Baby Land Shark next patch. The Patriot deck is 4th currently. God, I'm shocked it's this high. There's like not enough Enchantress. Did people stop playing Enchantress and Stature? Is the Patriot Land deck good into Galactus? I guess it has Debris. Yes? I don't know. Yes, this is one of those things where I look at the numbers and I wonder like, how much worse do these get if the play rate goes up significantly? Because like, yeah, the win rate's technically higher than Galactus if the cube rate's the same, but like, Galactus is being played a fuck ton. There'll be a video talking about high evolutionary decks and general deck building theory with him posted on the YouTube channel in 3 hours. 10% Galactus is not healthy. Correct. Thank you for the over 3.5 years Rage Quit. Welcome back. Appreciate it. Is Galactus supposed to play our trick? Yeah, it has been for a little bit. The YouTube metrics better at certain times of day or closer to new card releases. Yeah, my metrics show that new card release videos do better when I release them closer to when the new cards are actually coming out.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here. Enough said.
Cyanide, thank you for the 4 years. Over that, appreciate it. Welcome back. Probably dead here. If we hit the Wolverine into the Kingpin, it regenerates, which is not great. Hey, thanks for the 3.5 years, Ashworld. Appreciate that. Welcome back. One coin flip, lost the other. Not a great board for Green Goblin. Nowhere to really play him out. Daredevil Brood. It's gonna Surfer deck probably. I really just don't have a better thing to do this turn, so I guess this is the line. Could be Cerebro too. That's a good shout. Surfer is a little bit more common of a deck than Cerebro. So a little more inclined to think that that's the case. Actually, if we think they're Cerebro, should I do this? Honestly, Cerebro or Surfer, they probably have a hard time playing into the Crimson Cosmos.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here. All systems go.
I was like hoping I couldn't play mid. I want to do Enchantress middle here because if they played Blue Marvel in the middle, I wanted to tie it. If they would have Blue Marveled here, we would have been 5-5. And then we would have been, what, 4-0, and we would have been 21-13. Would have been a full time. Hey, Dublide, thank you for the brand new Prime. There's a ton of people you can send that to every month on Twitch. Thanks for sending it this month and keeping me around. Man, I'm so sad that it's inoptimal for me to open my reserves for like another month now. I guess I'm happy that someone pointed it out, but it's also sad that I'm just like not supposed to. For people that are coming in, the reason why it's inoptimal to open reserves is I'm Series 4 complete, and with them releasing brand new cards to Series 4, I should technically just hold every box until that happens so I don't have to spend tokens on them on release day. Because you're guaranteed to get Series 4 cards after opening a certain number of boxes. I think I do this in the hope that it fills this location up. They're likely a bounce deck, so Green Goblin's probably bad regardless, but we might catch them with their pants down here. If they have Falcon, they can get out of this. So 119 to guarantee 2 Series 4 cards. That sounds right. Math and stuff. with 48k tokens, is optimal really that important? I mean, every extra token I waste on something is a lot more actual USD I have to spend. So, like, this is my job, so, like, I get some amount of discount on it, but, like, I don't want to spend money I don't need to spend. It's definitely not 80 because you don't know where in the current set of boxes you're playing at your current ones are. So 80 is definitely wrong. Where am I Spider-Maning? Is it Jotunheim, actually? If I Spider-Man Jotunheim, I get to just Shang middle, and then once we win Baxter, we win this. So I don't think they're playing to Jotunheim this turn. So I think we just do this, then plan to win the middle with Shang-Chi. Most likely due to adorable buddy trading children. Yes, that is a good way to put them. Though the card sheet isn't updated. Yeah, I need to fix that. That's a good show. Oh shit, did I just take priority by mistake? No, they still have it, right? Yeah, okay. Oh, Titania is actually an incredible draw here. Because they can't play here. He's a folks using the Honkai command. Already played Marvel Stat for another 2.5 hours today, but the last hour of the stream today is going to be sponsored by Honkai Star Rail. If you want an easy way to support my content, that's a sponsored segment that pays me out based on the viewer count while it's going on. So hanging out while we stream that's a great way to support what I do here at no cost to yourself. Also checking out a sweet game. Honkai is a game I play a bunch of off stream, so it's one that I enjoy doing some promo for. Yeah, it's a turn-based RPG game on Android, iOS, and PC. To the person in chat that said I should play Kitty right and Titania in the middle, you are correct. Because they have priority here. I could have played Titania middle without worrying about her going over, and I would have been plus 1 point there. AR 28. Yeah, I think I'm AR 30. Or Trail T. They're technically Trailblazer levels. AR is the Genshin term. Trailblazer 30 or whatever it's called. Honkai does use loot boxes for acquiring characters if that's what you're into. It's also worth noting, though, this is one thing I think Hoyoverse games do a lot better than other gacha games, is like, as someone who's played a lot of different games of that genre, a lot of those games try and pit whales into each other with hard FOMO via PvP arenas. Whereas Honkai Star Rail and Genshin Impact are just like good single player games where if you're pulling for more characters or better things, you're kind of just playing against yourself. You're not directly competing into other humans who are spending money into each other. Which makes the texture of the gacha experience feel a lot better, in my opinion. Well, shit. Yes, the pity timer system that Hoyoverse games use is way more fair and reasonable than most others. This, and then we have like Daredevil plus Enchantress for Warb on the last turn. Oh, and actually, with them having priority here, I just get to Shang-Chi the right now, right? What happens if they go 3 power, 3 power? They're only at 10 and I'm at 11? Spider-Man is such a good card, chat. The more I play this game, the more I've been impressed and enjoyed the finesse that this card offers. So good. Crack. Like the Spider-Man variant that comes with a bundle. I don't know which one you're talking about. There's just so many bundles. I think if you're someone that thinks Spider-Man feels terrible to play against, you should probably reconsider some of your deck building choices. I think a lot of the people that complain about the card Spider-Man is very similar to people that complain about locations like Death's Domain, where you could be including cards in your deck reasonably to have counterplay to them. Yeah, and again, Spider-Man following a turn 4 Galactus is a separate discussion. But like regular just Spider-Man, there's 3 lanes available. The list of cards that give you counterplay around that and lets you play into the lane is pretty long. And just giving up the Spider-Man lane is a reasonable thing you could do in spots to still win. I don't think Jeff has a good replacement in this deck, unfortunately. He's enabling both Angela and Miles Morales. You could kind of play Polaris, but it makes your Miles Morales a lot more awkward. You should just spend 6k tokens on Jeff. There's a great pickup. Card is very good and goes in a lot of things. You have any new updates on Conquest Mode? Just this summer. PC UI and Conquest are this summer via the timeline was the last we heard. So it could be next patch, could be the patch after. Or technically could be August too, I suppose. Sometime in the next 3. Should you buy Jeff or should you buy Galactus? I have an important follow-up question, and trust me, it's relevant, so I need you to answer honestly. Do you enjoy eating boogers? Jeff or Darkhawk? That's a closer question. It honestly probably just depends on which cards you feel like playing. I think I should stab. I don't know if I'm supposed to stab here. Well, I guess the way this works out, I technically don't get to bring Kitty back to my hand, huh? That's awkward. Marty Bunker, local booger eater, reporting for duty. 6.5 years reporting strong. Jeff or High Evo is a close one too. High Evolutionary is going to open up a lot of deck building potential. So it's probably that one, but it's close. Wow, they're going to murder my Gale. Are they going to murder my Gale? Do we let them? Oh, I think I have to do this. Wait, what if we do this? And then I get a copy of this at 6, and then next turn, this, and this all come back to my hand? The Snap client been crashing when closing. Yeah, that started last patch. They changed something with the border effect. But yeah, when I hit the close button, my client does report a crash. Leaving. Okay. There's permutations of this game that we lose because of the New York shuffle, but I think we win most of them. I was thinking we were dead too, Gap. I was gonna play it out. Or you think they're dead? I think it depends on their hand, right? They have 6 cards and their 4 drops cost 1. You're correct that losing priority is strong though. There's the Hobbit. Thank you for the 6 months. Appreciate that. Jeff or Hitmonkey? Jeff, not close. Well, I lied. It is close. Jeff is more replaceable in a lot of decks, but there's also decks like this one where it can't be. I guess the question on Jeff or Hitmonkey is, would you rather play Hitmonkey decks more or Miles Morales decks more? Because the Miles Morales decks are the ones where Jeff's really not replaceable, I think, is the big comparison. Well, that's rude. Jeff has made all of the Professor X control decks twice as good. I don't know if that's true, right? He's got Jeff cuts both ways in the Professor X decks. Like, can get you out of trouble, but can also get you into trouble if the opponent has it. I am expecting Jeff to be pseudo-permanent Series 5. I would be shocked if Jeff drops to Series 4 before 3 or 4 months. Inferred Flow, thank you for the almost 4.5 years. Welcome back. I also, and this is not a new part of the economy, but it's an unfortunate part of it. I would bet money that High Evolutionary will be the most purchased day 1 brand new Series 5 card to ever release. And I think that that's going to send a pretty terrible message about what they should be doing in terms of permanent Series 5 cards. Are they a bot? No, they just had Lemuria be awkward for them, chat. Us getting to tag the Zabu with the Enchantress is delicious, though. Well, I guess actually, let's do Titania last, so that way if they only play 1 card, she jumps over. Or just retreat later gamers in Infinite, chat. They're killing me, Smalls. They're killing me. Why? Why do you hate your time so much, retreat later gamers? Your time is so valuable. You can't buy more of it. You don't know how to turn off the tryhard sweat. Yep. It's been a little while since we talked about it, but I think it bears repeating because of how many people I hear talking about you should be retreating later. Feigmund, thank you for the 7 months. Coffee Beer H2O coming in hot for almost 2 years. And Infernfloat, thank you for the almost 4.5. In my opinion, retreating later is almost always a mistake. There are a small subsegment of games where the game is incredibly close and it's worthwhile to use the retreat later button. But in general, using retreat later in games where your opponent is near 0% to leave means you're just wasting time. And your time is not only not free, but your time reduces how many cubes you're getting per hour. So even if it's technically cube positive per game to use the retreat later function, it's less cubes per hour to waste time retreating later in games where your opponent is basically 0% to ever leave. So our gambit that they were going to play what's his name to the left pays off. Because the big house locks out the Heimdall otherwise. Sit down, big guy. We'll move Jeff here just in case they have a Jeff of their own. But otherwise, I believe we're probably good to go here. Boom, 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 boom. Someone asked, why is my Star-Lord mission uncompleted? Because I'm already Battle Pass max level for relevant prizes that I cared about, the reserves or whatever. I have like 2 weeks or whatever still to finish that quest, so who cares? Thoughts on the crackle effect nerf? Yeah, it's sad. I think they probably overdid the border effects for one of them, but they probably dialed it back too far in the other way this time. Hopefully we get something that splits the difference in the middle. Escaped. Lord Francisco, thank you for the brand new Prime. Getting us closer back up to our 2,500 concurrent sub goal. As many of you know, I don't run regular mid-roll ads on the channel. And if we can hit 2,500 concurrent subscribers for the month of May at the end of the month, we will continue to no longer have mid-roll ads. My plan is if we fall short on the sub goal, I'm going to take a contract for streaming some amount of mid-roll adverts again next month. Gladys, that's true. I have Daredevil plus Spider-Man, so we'll stay in against the serial Galactus Enjoyer. How do I feel about the Snap ranked mode currently? I mean, Infinite basically just doesn't matter, right? I play games for fun, so it's fine if you're someone that wants to play games for fun. But as far as like, is there something meaningful or interesting to do post-Infinite? The answer is a resounding no. We're using the PBS model Jeff brought by viewers like you. That's true. Vita B, thank you for the quarter of a year. Welcome back. Part of me wants to move Nightcrawler this turn. Do I have all the ultimate variants? No, the ultimate variants end up costing something really absurd in terms of dollars per thing you put in. So I do not buy those variants. I have 3 small children and a house to maintain, and lots of other adult expenses. So I think the play here is we put Spider-Man here, I move Jeff, and I play Kitty Pryde into the Quantum Tunnel. So that way I can hit Green Goblin and stop them from Galactusing. And then we just lose to Destroyer.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Why is my stream voice louder than my YouTube videos? So, on most computers, if you click in the corner, there's a little speaker-looking icon, and if you slide the thing up and down in it, it adjusts the volume output on your computer. There should be one on the Twitch.tv player too, bottom left. And then unfortunately, the right is the Quantum Tunnel. So the way this works is Green Goblin would jump across, but then it would still go back into my deck and get replaced with another card, so. And we lose most instances to Destroyer anyways, so this was a good reminder that I should in fact just auto-retreat to Galactus, because it's frustrating and pointless, even when I have cards like Spider-Man and Green Goblin in my deck. I thought, nah, we won't auto-retreat to the Serial Galactus Enjoyer for once. Nah, we'll just auto-retreat to the Serial Galactus Enjoyer. Ugh. It's an Ultron shirt. No, it is a generic robot-y guy in the shape of the person in the circle. Whatever that famous piece is from Into the AM. Ooh, they do a bunch of sweet graphical shirt designs. We're taking a turn off to Angela. I think I'm supposed to take a turn off to Angela in the games where I have Kitty plus a 2-drop on 3. It's close though. So we're supposed to snap Shang-Chi into Monster Island. Any deck recommendations or closing out your climb? Yeah, I did a best early decks video here last week. Talking about things I like right now. Yeah, we've got solid sequence here. Good to go. Spooderman here and Shang here. And I don't think I'm playing Titania out. I guess Titania... What if I do this on the off chance they play two things here? Probably don't. I think playing this Titania gets us into more trouble than help. Adam Warlock! Excuse me? Excuse me? Oh, is that an Agent 13 card? It totally is. Good shout. It's Happy Cappy. Thank you for the third of a year. Didn't forget it for too long. Appreciate you sending me Tree Fitty from Jeffrey Bezos. I sleep at 8 p.m. I sleep at 10 p.m., which is the time zone where I am when the new cards release. Also, one kind of important thing to understand about how Twitch works is that the way Twitch kind of works as a platform is the more, what's the right I'm searching for? The longer you stream in a session, the more viewers you tend to build up. So doing a short stream with a lower viewer count at release tends to be detrimental to metrics overall. Yeah, I don't think we really cared about their Adam draw here. What beats me? I have priority. Beating Killmonger? They play one card. Beating Doctor Doom too, right? Because I'll win the tiebreaker. Fracture, thank you for the half a year. Welcome back. Does Shang beat me? No, Shang will kill the Angela, and then Kitty will take the Monster Metropolis, and we'll win left still. Shadow King beats us. Is that true? Shadow King's only 7, right? So we'd be... Yeah, Shadow King would get us, because we'd be... No, I'd win because of Monster Metropolis. If they Shadow Kinged, these would go to 0, and we would be 7-7, and I'd get +3 on my miles. How many Jeff boosters do I have? Not many. Not enough to upgrade his next thing. Jeff, I'm upgrading Jeff every time we get enough boosters. Is Arrow dead? Nah, I think Arrow's a fine card. Arguably, Arrow got better with the addition, or with the change to Wave recently. Chris Kierley, thanks for the 5 months. Welcome back. Kitty Pryde is a phenomenally fun style of Marvel Snap card to play, because she incentivizes you to build decks where you play out multiple cards per turn, and some of the most interesting decisions Marvel Snap decks have tend to be ones where you need to make choices with multiple cards per turn. I think Fogwell's Gym is a wonderful location. I did not play it all this weekend, though. My wife and I ran a camping trip for my Cub Scout pack, so we were very busy. I love you, Jeff. I would encourage you to not love or adore any personalities that you see on the internet. Parasocial relationships can lead to bad expectations and experiences. Unless you're talking about the shark, then he's okay to love. You should love the shark. It's always super cringe, eye-rolly, makes me turn a stream off typically when I hear a streamer tell their audience they love them. Even if the streamer doesn't intend it to be that way, telling your audience you love them is a form of manipulation. Probably dead here. They're gonna to draw a bunch of zeros here. Snizor, thank you for the third of a year. Welcome back. Depends on how many zeros were already in their hands. Yeah, they drew 3 zeros, I think, plus other negative cards. There's no way they can't beat 8 stats. Rassix! I respect you, I do not respect leader players. Respect is a fine adjective. Good descriptor. I'm sure there's some other outdoorsy people in chat, so this was something fun we did at the camping trip this weekend. So these 4 boxes here wrapped in aluminum foil, we used these to cook dinner for 60 people on my camping trip. Inside of it was charcoal with a tray, and the charcoal heats up and the aluminum keeps all the heat in, and it bakes it like an oven. So in theory, you could cook anything inside of these that you cook in an oven. We did pizza breads. How effective was it? Very reasonably. Very reasonable. We'd used them in the past to bake cookies. And we did pizza breads over the weekend. Did you measure the temperature on those? I did not have a measuring stick, but there's the additional benefit of protecting the food from 5G waves. Yeah, hot enough to melt cheese, exactly. No one was spying on the pizza bread. We got them all figured out. Man, where's the kitty bread when you need one, huh? What's going on, Raymond? Life's good. As High Evolutionary Hype. In my video that's publishing in about 2.5 hours on the YouTube side, I call High Evolutionary the most exciting new Marvel staff card to release since Thanos. And I think that that's a fair and reasonable description. You know, I wonder if I was supposed to Spider-Man Hala here. I think thinking about it, I was supposed to Spider-Man Hala. What if I do this? Do you think they can beat 17 here, or do we just, like, put him in the fucking ground? Who thinks we put him in the ground, huh? Deep underground. Is it a beast? Is it a beast? Did we get juked? Wow, what a juke. Got me. Fair. What did my wife think of me shaving? She prefers my beard a little longer, but also we have like a bunch of 80-degree days in the forecast, so I wasn't keeping a bunch of fur on my face. Function over form, chat.
Neighborhood Spider-Man here.
80 degrees, I live in Arizona, that's winter. I think about Marvel Snap when I'm taking a family trip. I remember to log in and check my variant shop. But usually I let my credits go. This weekend I barely played any games. We were so busy. That's a 6 split. Do I pay for the haircut? No. Electric razor. Can they beat 18? Their Hitmonkeys only 2? They can only play... I don't think they can beat us on the right. Obviously, we have priorities. She's not killing anything. We're gonna be plus 22 here, even, right? I guess they could have a Shang. Oh, they have second Hitmonkey. I forgot they had second Hitmonkey. Yeah, GG. Right, the Moon Girl. And Curzon, thank you for the brand new Prime. Appreciate it. Ah, we're so close. Yeah, gosh, we still have two more weeks here. Forever time. Yeah, Beast throwing priority for them was very good. We needed a copy of Kitty there early to have a big stat. You know what my mistake might have been that game? I wonder if I was supposed to Spider-Man the Hala on turn 3. Would have caught him. Yeah, the current Marvel Snap format's really good. This current Marvel Snap format is the best format Marvel Snap has had since the game released. I don't think it's close. It's very, very, very solid. Yeah, Galactus sucks shit. You'll never hear me say otherwise. The rest of the format's still pretty good. Alright, that's a Camp Lay High Vulture, I assume.
Avengers! Assemble.
Why do you think that's the case? The OTA updates, 100%. The reason why Marvel Snap is good right now is because of the OTA updates. Regular balance changes are huge. Do I do this? I don't know if I want to play Titania. I think I just vibe on the Titania. Maybe we do this here to lock them out, and then we just play to Shag in the middle next turn. Hey, Redbeard, thanks for the third of a year. The Mr. Negative problem. So, fun story, Glenn Jones, one of the designers at Second Dinner, had actually commented the other week that in his tenure as someone making cards at Second Dinner, they had never not used a card design because of Mr. Negative, or like not done a balance sheet because of Mr. Negative. So I think that kind of impact is often overstated. So they're probably going to play one thing here. So I'll Shang them, send Titania across, throw Thing, flip up, and send Titania back. We lose to like exactly the Hulk here, but I think that's fine. The last OTA is not tomorrow. Patches happen Tuesday, OTAs happen on Thursday. But as for changes, just expecting some small number of adjustments to things that are underplayed at the moment. Not too much. I wouldn't be surprised if this last OTA update is only like 1 or 2 cards. Feels like they don't really need to do much at the moment. Favorite Kitty Pride variant? Honestly, I think they're all great. I think I like the one with the dragon down next to her the best, is the one I would like to pick up. Kitty Pride has been added to the short list of cards that just never have variants for me in my shop, despite me wanting to spend gold on them. I would be surprised if they made any adjustments to move cards before they see the impact of how things are going to work in next month, when next month's card releases. My understanding is after the OTA that's happening this week, they'll be moving to OTA updates happening less frequently, more on an as-needed basis, which I think is fine. Honestly, I think if we got a balance patch proper and an OTA, like we had those each happen once a month, regular changes every 2 weeks, I think that would probably be fine. With obviously like doing them more frequently if needed. I think Killmonger is well positioned with Nebula and Kitty. Well, so the important thing to understand is that Kitty doesn't count towards you having priority for the turn. So Killmonger tends to be kind of medium against her. You have to really jockey for priority appropriately with whatever deck you're playing, which can be challenging. Time to run Ghost. Honestly, Ghost might not be terrible in more interactive decks. That's probably something worth trying out.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
I'd love Ghost to be a 2/3. I think those kind of changes are some of the more interesting ones they can make. We saw that happen with Scarlet Witch at one point. Scarlet Witch was originally a 1/2, right? They changed her to a 2/3. Not that she sees a ton of play. We have priority here because of Grand Central. I think I mostly just need to play around Doctor Doom. So I think, It's like jam our friends in. Play this for tiebreakers. Would you recommend I get Jeff or Iron Lad? I think Jeff is more competitive than Iron Lad. Iron Lad's not a bad card, but Jeff is really, really good. This deck is great. I've been steadily climbing this weekend, 72 up to 84 so far. Yeah, I think the score is very good. This is one of the decks I called out as a potentially good brew to work on in my best decks video recently. It's also just playing a lot of cards I like, but I think it has the tools to be competitive in a lot of spots. Whenever I hear people suggest changes, like making random cards into 1/3s, that's something I hear get thrown around with Snow Guard a lot. Those people are really missing the point of like game design and balancing, in my opinion. Like, the goal of OTAs isn't simply just to make sure every card is played by making it a pile of stats. A lot of cards are supposed to see play for reasons other than their stat line. So like, yeah, you could probably make any bad 1-drop playable by just pumping a bunch of numbers into it. But a lot of those 1-drops aren't supposed to be just a bunch of numbers. Did they fix Wall of Roots yet? Gaza B with the 84-month resubscription. Shout out to one of Hooglandia's OGs. And obviously the answer to your question is no. 84, that's divisible by a year, right? It's 72 is 6. 84 is 7 years? We're so old, chat. We're so old! Yes, we're guessing. Speak for yourself. I threw my back out this weekend, so I'm feeling youthful. Oh, God bless. And they have priority here, which is ideal for us. This even beats an Infinite, which is nice. What's the purpose of Snow Guard? It's just a very mechanically unique card. Snow Guard will be good in 2 years. I think the variance in Snow Guard's current design probably isn't ideal. I wouldn't be surprised if they take a crack at redesigning her in a different way that still lets her interface with locations.
To me.
Great. Setting them up, knocking them down. I think Stogard is the least purchased Series 5 card. Yeah, probably. She's probably, I mean, I guess lifetime. She's probably not any less purchased than, like, Dazzler or, Shadow King were. What's up, Patriot Tech? Yeah, they could be a surfer variation.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here. Victory.
Oh no, I was muted for Butt Magic sub, thank you. Thank you again, Butt Magic. Oh, Twitch usernames. Past Jeff forgot to put a bag in my garbage can, chat. Thankfully, Past Jeff is also a slob and left the bag to his Jersey Mike sub sitting on the floor, so we can use that as a makeshift trash bag, I suppose.
Opponent snapped.
What should you do to have a big brain like mine and make it to infinite? The secret to making it infinite is easy, chat. Just play an unhealthy amount of Marble Snap. Yeah, I think we're probably dead. They had turn three negative.
Escaped.
Yeah, there's permutations of this game that Enchantress wins, but probably not most of them. I'm playing Pokemon Go. There's nothing wrong with playing Pogo. Fell off of that game a little bit. It's a shame that Pogo's PvP netcode is just like absolute hot dog water. Because I actually really like the PvP in their game, but The last 2 or 3 times I tried to really get into it, I like built my teams up and then got spinning circles that caused me to lose games. I was just like, nah, fuck this, I'm out. Lazy Kid's coming to you now. Yeah, but it's gotta be like 3 or 4 months out, right? Because, like, there's Leafeon and Teleon and Umbreon that all have to happen at a minimum before that one comes. Wish Pokemon's competitive scenes were more popular. You know, I was actually shocked when I got into VGC stuff to learn that that game doesn't do regular balance patches. It's gonna be a little bit of a gamble, but I think it could pay off. It seems like such a perfect style of game for them to like massage their metagames with little bits of balance here and there. VGC stands for video game competition. It's the back and forth gameplay of like Sun and Moon and stuff, the Pokemon video game stuff. Shuri the Lamaria. Or are they the Kitty Shuri deck? They did nothing. Well then. Big old cup of get fucked.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here. Victory.
Yo. Hey, chat. 85 more boosters till our next Jeff split. This will be our 5th one, so we'll have a chance for both inked and gold. Slow and steady. If Benjamin Broad truly wants to bless us, Jeff will be in our fast upgrade shop here at the 2 o'clock rollover. The folks are asking about high evolutionary decks. I'll have a video covering that on the YouTube site here in a couple hours. I gotta space it out from the deck highlight this morning a little bit. You can't post it one right on top of the other. Our deck's not very good against or into Mojo World. We're not really good at filling a full thing up, so we'll probably not play for that long term. Oh, I played Kitty on 2 because I wasn't paying attention. I should have played Armor out. And then we could have gone Jeff and Kitty this turn. New card releases tonight. Well, this is definitely just like textbook old Shuri, right? Just like Shuri, Red Skull, Taskmaster, call it a day. Yes, it is safe to assume High Evolutionary can be opened in a box once he's in the shop. Oh, 24 power Taskmaster here, 4 power Kitty in the middle. What do you think's the most forgettable card? I am quite certain I can't remember whatever the most forgettable card is. Isn't this a snap? For people that are new to the channel, I largely don't snap and often don't retreat once I'm infinite because it literally just doesn't matter. I'm basically explicitly not trying to climb. Close. Can you get Big Bad from reserves? You're incredibly lucky you can get Big Bads from reserves, yes. It's my least played card. Probably something like Quicksilver, I imagine. My most played card is Hood, followed by Angela, I believe. Morph. Morph is actually, after we played the Quicksilver Iron Lad deck, Morph might actually be the bottom. Oh, Zaytu. Yeah, Zaytu's a good one. You should mow the lawn up there, man. You'd be 100% more Chad. I am not surprised that someone who used the word Chad unironically is commenting on my appearance. But I promise you, you are far more concerned about it than I am. Chat, I'm gonna let you in on a little bit of life advice. The reason why I don't shave my head, despite my hair being obviously very thin, is I make this decision the same way I make most decisions that I don't really care about. I look at Christy and I say, Christy, do you have any strong feelings about if I shave my head or not? And then Christy said, yeah, I'd prefer if you didn't, to which case I said, sure. Because ultimately, I don't care. And the secret to a successful relationship is don't pick fights over things you don't give a shit about. And the most important thing about that comment isn't the I'm letting my wife be right, because that's not the point of that comment. The point of that comment is to say, if she feels strongly about something and I don't give a shit, the person who feels strongly about something gets to make the decision. That's the key there that I think a lot of people miss. It's not to say that she gets to make all the choices, but it is to say that I don't really care, so if she cares, ergo she can choose. A lot of people don't really get that, right? They like try and be petty or fight over things that they ultimately don't give a shit about. Yeah, their Viper was a professional there, unfortunately. I was hoping to soak into Sunspot and then go She-Hulk Taskmaster, but that's no longer allowed. I guess I could do this, but it's still not great for us. I can do this turn, but I don't know that it's a winning line. Yeah, Vision gives us the most flexibility. I guess we do that. You find the higher you finish at the end of the season, the harder your opponents are at the beginning of the next season. No, it's actually the opposite. The higher you finish at the end of the season, the more bots you get at the beginning of the next season, so the easier it will be to climb. Now it is notable there Jeff could move out of Fist Tower as well here. That is a quality Vision split variant. Hit 80 for the first time, it feels like the game completely changed. I agree with that, Moldy. In my anecdotal experience, the 80s are where the game really starts to get hard. Tends to be a bit less bots there for most MMRs. And people tend to start snapping and retreating and understanding your deck and their deck better. I think your opponents in the 70s tend to be similar caliber to your opponents in the 80s, but the 70s tend to have a higher density of bots, which makes them ultimately harder to climb than the 80s and 90s. But I would agree the human opponents you hit in the 70s tend to be very comparable to 80s and 90s. I have often said if you could get to 70, the only difference between 70 and 100 is spending enough time playing the game. I also would wager Second Dinner's data says something similar to that, which is why they've perpetually been making it shorter and shorter to actually climb to 100. I would bet good money that they don't currently have enough people inside of Infinite for their liking. Especially because one of their roadmaps things was like Infinite leaderboards at some point, and I bet they probably want to get a certain amount of people into Infinite before they roll that feature out. Hand's been all sorts of awkward. I noticed once I hit Infinite this season, my queue times doubled. Well, one of the things that does happen explicitly in Infinite is they make you wait longer before giving you a bot match. Thunder Punch, thanks for the 6 years. Appreciate it. Welcome back. 6 years, 6 months. Words and stuff. I've said words before, once or twice. Ah, the New York Truffle Shuffle. Well, we'll kick up to 6 years starting from here, Thunder Punch. I plan to be here. I don't think I can play for all 3 because of the threat of Ultron, right? I guess this is Speed Ultron middle. This is, they'll be going to 16. And this puts them to 20, and I'm at 22. Yeah, I guess this does beat Ultron middle. Sure, they're just leaving. Deal. Victory. In New York makes it hard to play for all 3. Oh, 6 years from now, gosh, I'll be 38 in 6 years. Jacob will be 15. I don't know if I'll be here in 6 years, chat. Every year that passes is one more than I expected this to be a job. One of those things where this industry hasn't existed for a very long time, so I don't really know what the shelf life is. It's not to say I wouldn't want to be here in 6 years, but just so much as I don't know what the shelf life is on all this. There's good chance it's lower than that, right? Wow, that's heckin' rude. That's heckin' rude. You're already like 4 standard deviations older than the average streamer. Mood. Hi, Jeff. Have some of the other Jeff's money. I love Jeff Bezos' money. Spends so much better than your own. Thanks for the support.
Victory.
Apparently, it's costing Twitch a boatload to host these servers. Yeah, I saw, there is a thread from an ex-Twitch employee that, and they were an ex-employee when they were making the comment, so I don't assume that they would be incentivized to lie, but they had made the comment that on average, Twitch loses money on broadcasters that are streaming to like low to medium 4 to 5 digits worth of viewers just on bandwidth and encoding stuff to how much revenue they actually make. And they commented that like the most profitable streamers for Twitch are the people that have like the like 100 to 500 viewer count range that tend to have a little bit higher sub to viewer ratio densities. Halleck, thank you for the 3/4 of a year. Welcome back. Yeah, I think part of that is why Twitch tries to push ad contracts so hard on people, because they're looking to like make that revenue up. People always comment on like when people like Ludwig or others got contracts from YouTube, why Twitch didn't fight to keep those people on Twitch more. It's like, well, those people cost the money to run the servers, basically, right? So the cost differences aren't strictly about the encoding cost barricade so much as it's about the ratio of people that actually pay money directly and how many ads they tend to run. Maybe I'm actually supposed to get Sunspot down before I Shuri here. That's true too. Larger streamers get a higher ratio of Twitch Prime, I'd wager too. That's been my experience. The more average concurrent viewers I have, the higher percentage of my subscribers use Prime instead of actual money. Which again, you should always use your Prime before actual money, chat. It's the same to me, and you're taking money from Jeffrey Bezos. Lord knows that asshole has enough of it. I think this is a Sunspot soak. See what they do next turn angle. Actually, I don't want to fight over the bishop path if I can avoid it. Hey, thanks for the prime, Gavin. Think we're dead. Well, would I have won if I'd have put Sunspot on the left? It's supposed to be a 21 left. I think we lose that. If I'd have been 26 left, I think we win. We're saying I'm gonna stay in for the sake of seeing if 26 left would have won it, but I think we're losing here. Hey, Joe Hertel, thanks for sending that Prime back for the second month. So they're gonna go up +6 on the left here, up to 23. So yeah, if I would have sunspotted left, we'd have got there. You find YouTube Live so hard to navigate. YouTube is an absolutely atrocious live platform. It's basically impossible to find content for people you're not already subscribed to. It's discoverability. It's interesting how bad the discoverability is for live stuff on YouTube. There is a reason why, for the most part, the people that live stream on YouTube are people that are either banned on Twitch or got paid to move to YouTube. Despite YouTube's many efforts, they're still the inferior live streaming platform. Wilker, thank you for the 11 months. Yeah, but I honestly, I've done some YouTube live stream stuff when Twitch changed their permissions to allow us to live stream on YouTube a little bit. And I was surprised how many basic features YouTube's live stream services are missing. It's like, for something that they put a bunch of money into, it's like, why didn't they just copy all the useful Twitch features? I mean, I think if you're someone that's not an affiliate yet on Twitch, then you should definitely stream to multiple platforms at the same time. Once you have the ability to be an affiliate or a partner on Twitch, you're just like leaving money on the table to not stream on as a Twitch affiliate / partner. Yes, I agree. The one feature YouTube Live has that I wish Twitch would let you do is I love that I can pause a YouTube live stream and then, oh, I forgot those were gonna switch. They must have two. I love that I can pause a YouTube live stream and then like come back to it, hit play, and then like watch it catch back up at like 1.5x speed, for example. Hey, Zeft, thanks for the quarter of a year. Sirzalista, thanks for the 2 months as well. Thanks, PayPal, for reminding me to support an awesome creator. Thanks for 11 months, Walker. And where's a Red Skull when you need one, huh? And you can also rewind a live stream. So you could technically rewind a Twitch live stream as well. You just have to go into the VODs and you could watch the VOD for the stream that's currently still streaming, but it's just like super inconvenient. This is 15. This is 18. This is the best. Yes, it's a lot of effort, whereas YouTube is one click. I agree. That player feature of Twitch would be good to bring over. We're going to be streaming stat for another 45 minutes to an hour today. And then for the last hour of the stream, we're going to be doing a sponsored segment, checking out some more Honkai Star Rail, the turn-based RPG from Hoyoverse. If you want an easy way to support my content, be sure to hang out for the last hour of the stream, checking that out. I get some dollar dues based on how many people hang for it. And Honkai is a genuinely good game. I've been playing it a bunch off stream on my mobile. I'm Trailblazer level 30, I believe. Does Twitch differentiate viewers with the stream muted? I believe if you mute the Twitch player, you no longer count as a viewer. If you mute the browser tab, you count as a viewer, though. We haven't had a good... We've won some games here with our Shuri deck, but we haven't had a good Kitty Shuri game. Should you purchase Evo or wait for the reviews to come in? I mean, the obvious answer is that you should wait. Nobody can tell you the future. Wait and see is the correct answer. Hey, Christian, thanks for the Prime. Appreciate the support. I'm trying to get to the Discord, but the Twitch webpage doesn't give the Discord connection. It's in your Discord settings. So go into your Discord settings, and there's a link accounts feature, and you can link your Twitch in there. And then once they're linked up, the Hooglandia server should appear for you. I mean, beat the first major boss yet? I don't think so. I haven't quite finished the first world yet. We're gonna do some of the story mode today for the thing. But they're just about to. My characters are just about to leave the underground. In the first world, I think we're gonna armor up here, stack all our friends up. Did you find the answer to turn to Angela or Kitty? I think the answer is it depends, which is not a bad thing. Makes it a more interesting question. Shuri. Rats. Never lucky, rubber ducky. What do we think about play Kitty, soak 4, and then I have 2-2-1-1 next turn. And the rock might be relevant because we might play that into the Starlight Citadel. My favorite character in Star Rail. I like March's design with shields. They have priorities, so we're not worried about them blowing us up. The Captain Marvel letting them play for all locations is a little annoying. Do we think they can beat us here? What if I just do this? I think 19's probably enough on the left. And this is, again, one of the big strengths this deck has, is being able to draw Shuri and have her be useful on turns 5 and 6 is, like, really good. Who do you swap Jeff out for? Jeff is not a key card in this deck. You could easily swap Jeff for, wow, for your favorite, anything else. The old lock-in just after we lock in our plays. Spooky. We don't want priority. Why include Lizard? It's usually just building up one single path. And I wouldn't say that you explicitly need to not have priority. You have armor and stuff to protect your cards. Lizard's just a generically good card you could play on curve, similar to Jeff. That is the purpose of that slot. That's true. You're missing Jeff. You could put in Star-Lord. Everybody's looking for Star-Lord decks. Love to find Shuri in our next couple of draws here. So we can Shuri into Carmartage and then play Kitty somewhere else. Okay, it looks good in ink. Has my Discord always been sub-only? Yes. I firmly believe if you are creating spaces for people to communicate on the internet, you should be responsible and moderate them because you're responsible for the contents within them. And I don't want to pay people to moderate a public Discord server. I also don't even like I'm not a member of any public Discord servers. And like different strokes for different folks. Like if you're into them, more power to you. But I find Discord servers that have like multiple thousands of people in them and every channel has constant scrolling in them overwhelming and not something that I find useful to keep up with. And again, if you enjoy that, more power to you. I'm not telling you not to, but it's definitely not for me personally. What I'm doing here, the Thor on the Carmartage is scary.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Okay. My Myoglandia Discord server, I think we have 1,200 people in there, even with it being sub-only. And last I checked, we have like 1,200 people in there. Last I checked, we have like 600 people that looked at the server in the last week and like 200-ish that like actually actively post as opposed to just like lurking and reading stuff. There's like a world where we win this game, right? Copium? Rip. Isn't the main Snap Discord server a public server? Yeah, there's a reason why I don't participate in that server.
To me.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing that the program is big, but like even the pseudo-private official Marvel Snap creator channel in their Discord server has so many people in it now that I've even got that muted. I largely just keep the server there for reading announcement stuff. It's like a lot of like a full-time job just keeping up with the scrolling. Yes, the Snap Discord server has paid mods, is my understanding. Basically a requirement.
Wind, aid my hand.
What do you think, chat? Shuri and Division angle? Is it Shuri into Vision or Soak into She-Hulk into Taskmaster? Feels like they're a Spider-Man deck. I'm gonna Vision. Am I in the snap-off tournament? I don't think so. No. Maybe? Oh, yeah, that's the thing on Friday, right? Yes, I am gonna play it. A small community thing on Friday. The time zones were good. I think it starts at like 3 o'clock or something. Did they announce that? I guess I should check and see if they announced it. I will announce it on Twitter tomorrow evening, Tuesday at the latest. All right, so maybe she did.
Victory.
And this is a good example, by the way, of like, if you're someone that's like having a hard time climbing in Marvel Snap, and you can't look at what my opponent's done so far and go, oh, Vision is the play here because they could be a Spider-Man deck. That's what you need to be able to do to really get better at Marvel Snap and climb, is being able to look at your opponent's stuff and make accurate predictions based on the first few cards that they've played. I know back when there was a Shuri meta, Captain Marvel was used over Vision. What does Vision do in the new meta that Marvel doesn't? So Captain Marvel was explicitly an anti-arrow card. So Vision is better because it's bigger with Taskmaster, and you no longer need a card that lets you play around arrow. Thanks, Yang. Thanks, Shangy. So over 2 years, Brotherhood. Welcome back. Is it worth it to get high Evo or 2 other cards and 3K tokens like Zabu, Sarah Wave, etc.? Well, Sarah Wave and other Series 3 cards you actually can't get with 3K tokens. They're Series 3 cards. As for should you get 2 Series 4 or high Evo, strictly speaking, from a resource optimization standpoint, getting perpetually Series 3 cards, or Series 5 cards, sorry, is the optimal thing to do. And High Evolutionary is going to be a perpetually Series 5 card.
Wind, aid my hand.
Vision, having synergy with Angela too is nice. Get to play him out there on turn 5 and then slide him off. Is Jeff a must? Not at all. You could put any 1 or 2 drop in that slot that you like. Scorpion and Iceman are great choices. Shadow King! Shadow King! Raid. God, my hand is fucking terrible, chat. I guess Vision's the last card we played, so I can Taskmaster that. We're dead here. Maybe, I guess their hand's not great either. Yeah, they look like Surfer. I wonder if I'm just supposed to bail out of the Flooded. Ever played RuneScape? No, that was not a game I ever got into. Yeah, Brute Surfer could get us. Assume we've lost the left. The question is, do we win the right? They're gonna get +6 there. Close. Yeah, putting Taskmaster to the left was not an option because it would copy Sunspot, which would be very sad for us. Not great.
am ego, and this is my domain.
I'm excited for Ego to not play into the Shuri path. Opponent? We're infinite, opponent. You press the button. Wow. All right, I guess their salty Ego played it monkey. Oh my god, we have a super flow. Running hot. Damn it, Ego! All right, we had one turn with the super flow at least. We had a super flow. Why is Ego? Okay, Ego having unspent energy does at least mean that we get to soak on the sunspot here. And then in a perfect world next turn, Ego could Kitty and She-Hulk. Oh my god, play the Red Skull! Oh my god, play the Red Skull, Ego! Okay, this could be worse. This could be worse. We could Red Skull and Kitty next turn. Yeah, I mean, like, as far as Ego outcomes go, was not bad.
Victory.
Ego played that game probably better than half of Twitch chat would have. He was a good lad. Chat, if you're offended by that comment, that just means you're telling on yourself and you're in the half of chat that Ego would have played better than. 50% of you get to laugh at that comment because you know you would have played better than Ego. The rest of you, that's on you. Aren't you gonna play Star? You know what, chat? Fuck it. After this game, we're gonna cut a 2-drop for Star-Lord just so people stop fucking asking me that question. Not Jeff, though, because I need Jeff boosters. Do we cut Lizard or do we cut Armor? It's one of the two. Probably Lizard. Maybe it's Armor, actually. There haven't been that many Shang-Chis. Don't be a coward, cut Armor. Yeah, I think it's Armor. I agree. My mama didn't raise no coward. We can cut the Armor. Pretty good slippery iron lad. I'm surprised they didn't play it into Shuri's lab, though. Weird.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
They can't Shang-Chi every path, he said to himself. Doing this means they need to put 5 into the left while also putting, what, 8 into the right?
Victory.
Nah, decks that play multiple cards on turn 6 are way more interesting and fun. It's not close. How many games do I have to win with this card, chat? Is it win or play? Do I just have to play them? Or do I have to actually win them? The win 10. Okay. Ugh! I cut armor and we immediately queue into Vormir. Emotional damage. We could just sacrifice Star-Lord when we draw him because he's not that good. That's a fair take. Oh, I never thought I'd say this, but please be Sandman. Please be Sandman. Or Doctor Doom. Mr. Sandman. Yeah, I assume our deck is pretty good this matchup, right? The traditional Shuri deck always had a pretty solid Sandman matchup. Okay, and if they Zola this, it goes to 16 over here, and we're at 29, right? Sorry, 30? Math? Oh, right, I forgot about this Andar. This is probably the kitty deck with the best Sandman matchup you'll find. Being able to just like be a old school Shuri Red Skull Taskmaster deck, just like dumpsters Sandman very hard, which is satisfying to get to play a kitty deck and not have to worry about Sandman being. %, Star-Lord win rate. That's just the truth, you know? Just the facts. Ander Moander, thank you for the over a year. Welcome back. Good morning, good morning. Is it morning? Good afternoon? It's almost 1 o'clock. Math and stuff. What are time zones? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Hey, what's going on, Jim? You had a great stream. For anybody in the audience into Magic the Gathering, shout out to Jim Davis. He does some other card games and stuff on occasion as well, but he's someone that I used to chat with when I was grinding Magic tournaments back in the day and doing content. He's good people and great content. Drakastine, thank you for the third of a year. Welcome back. It's a kitty. Casual Sapper 2, that's true. They put the collector into Mojo World. So I think I'm supposed to punt that location. The question is, I don't know that I can win these two. I guess this is more. This is optimal. I can stay for a cube, but I think we probably lose center or right. Hey, Niv, thanks for the sub gift. Ooh, did we get him? We got him. Yeah, I don't know if they were supposed to play for Mojo World here. I guess Nowhere was awkward for them because they had a lot of on-reveal effects they wanted to happen. Wow, that's true. We are 100% on Star-Lord W's for a little bit. Ready from Jim's stream. That's new or hasn't been by in a while. We do mostly Marvel Snapple Apping around here these days. I stream Monday through Friday for about 9 a.m. Central to about 3 or 4 p.m. Central. Today we're actually going to be closing out a little bit of variety though. We're going to have a sponsored sub. We're going to check out some Honkai Star Rail. Turn-based RPG from Hoyoverse. That's a lot of fun. Vision, excellent for getting into the sandbar here. Well then, soaking 3 on Sunspot it is.
Enough said, bub.
You see the Toxic Sarah deck on Untapped is a 2 cube rate for 1,000 games. I would assume that anything that has a cube rate that high is something funky is going on there. I would assume that the data is bad in some way, shape, or form. Bounce out of here. Taskmaster the right. I think they're just doing Honest Destroy stuff, chat. We have priority here, so we get to copy the 14 if they Galactus us. They could have been Galactus, but they could have also just been doing Destroyer stuff. Vision is so good, getting to move around the board. Alright, I'm curious on this deck someone referenced on Untapped. Let's take a look at a data piece here real quick. Oh, there it is right there at the top. 71, 100 plus. What happens when I pull out the 100 plus? All of the sample disappears? Okay, so 920 of the games are post-infinite, and the cube rate goes up significantly when I add the infinite games in. It goes up by over 1. So this is a bot farming deck. So the rank system in Marvel Snap is fundamentally broken in a couple of ways, and there is a reason why. If you want to look for competitive decks on Untapped, I'll always tell you, you should look 70 to 99 or 80 to 99. At 80 to 99, that deck has a 240 game sample size, 41% win rate, and average negative cubes. So again, the devil is in the details whenever you are looking at data. And data doesn't lie, but liars love data. So you always got to look at the truth to figure out whatever the metrics are you're looking at for the story that they tell. For people that are new to the channel as well that might not know my background, I have a graduate degree and undergraduate degree in mathematics. I spent time doing data analysis at a Fortune 50 company for a little while. I taught statistics at the high school and college level, etc. So math is very much my wheelhouse. Breaking down why numbers are the way they are is one of my favorite things to do. Was bot farming big? Again, so for people that are a little bit less familiar with Marvel Snap system, when I talk about there being bots in Marvel Snap, I am not talking about like bots like in World of Warcraft where humans run bots to farm gear. There are bots that Second Dinner runs that what's the word I'm searching for? That bots that Second Dinner runs that inflate player games at the very top to put extra cubes in the system where players break away from the MMR and the rest of the group. With your degrees in math, can you tell us why 6 is afraid of 7? Unfortunately, I cannot.
Enough said, bub. All systems go.
Did they not discard an Apocalypse? They had no swarms either. Okay, so how do I beat Chavez? If I Enchantress here, it turns off Morbius. Chavez is 9. So this beats Chavez, right? This is 10, 15, 19, and they'll be 15, 24. This beats Chavez. This is 12. No, not quite. I think I have to flip a coin against their 9 power card here. I think they play her middle. Rats. Oh, fuck! I forgot that the Dracula is dead. I forgot that the Dracula was dead. Sorry, in my brain, this card always has 20 power. I think this is literally the first time we've queued into Carrot and they didn't have Apocalypse for their Modoc. I just completely wasn't counting the left side path because like Dracula is winning the path in my brain. Master of Tricks, thank you for the 5 months. Welcome back. The Star-Lord win streak is finally over. It's true. It's finally been defeated. Is Carrot a known player? They're just like a perpetual discard enjoyer. Well then. Alright, I'm getting gubbed up by Lamentis, so Collector gets clogged out of it. Yeah, Carrot's in chat on occasion. All right, 4 out of 10 towards the Star-Lord mission. CJ, I told you this was easy. You just cut a random card for Star-Lord, and you get your 10 dubs relatively quickly. Could Nemesis work better than Sunspot here? So, this is, if you take one piece of deck building advice away from this stream, have it be this piece of advice. Don't avoid playing 2 individually good cards strictly because they're kind of awkward together. So yes, Sunspot and Kitty Pryde aren't great together, but if I have Kitty Pryde going, Kitty Pryde is so good, it's fine if Sunspot is a little bit worse. Because in the many games where I'm not going to have Kitty Pryde early, I'm going to be happy to have Sunspot. Ah, yes. Scorpion into Morph. Our opponent is playing a combo deck, I see. Hey, what's going on, Macbeth? Your staycation's going well. Let him cook. Oh, Mr. Negative. Yeah, I guess that makes some sense. Master of Tricks, thanks for the 5 months, by the way. Welcome back.
Assemble.
Her booster farm. Yeah, it looks like it, actually. I'm going down 2 here to 18. I go down -4 to 14. I'm still up by 11. We just spread out and play for all 3.
Victory.
Seems reasonable. Was a feature location yesterday. Fogwell's Gym, doubled boosters for both players. Really sweet feature location design, honestly. Yesterday was the first time I ever hit the booster gap. Yeah, that makes sense. Storm!
Aid my hand.
Yeah, honestly, they should just feature Fogwell's Gym like once a month at a minimum. Like, not even joking. Just like neutral location that nobody's like too upset to see. I think I want to just do this rather than Shuri Vision. Yes, Fogwell should be in the regular location rotation now. And then I think the play here is go Kitty into Shuri. And then next turn, if we draw Taskmaster, we could go 16 power Kitty, 16 power Taskmaster.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Rip. Rip. Damn it, Bobby. Oh, we lose to Dr. Doom now. Sedge. Time. Vision Right beats Doom. Vision Right soaks one in the middle, which ties center, and then I lose the breaker. They're up by 11, I'm up by 2. Yeah, Spore 6 Enchantress would have beaten Doom there. I agree, the Storm Spider-Man control decks are very good. They are a super solid thing to play. Something that I don't think I've vocalized on stream before, but I think is definitely true, is that the change to Shuri's design actually makes Angel a little bit better in some ways when paired with things like Vision, because that way you like play Vision out to here to get the Shuri and trigger here and then slide off. Okay, playing like this and spreading out a little bit. Then we'll go Shuri into Vision here next turn. The Storm Spider-Man decks are also pretty good into Galactus, which obviously people hate losing to, myself included. So we're using behind no armor in this deck. I have a play Star-Lord mission that chat keeps fucking asking me why I haven't done yet, so we put Star-Lord in over armor. Forgot about the Bifrost with Shuri. That's fine. We were leaving anyways. It doesn't matter, chat. We couldn't win anyways. We should have left when they played Green Goblin. 0% to have fun. Heal before boredom, yep. Like climbing, do you think when you recognize a Galactus gamer, you should ever try and compete or just bounce every time for 1 cube regardless of how strong you are? I mean, obviously, if you're looking to be competitively optimal, you should play it. You should play the game until they snap you. I think your mood, if you're anything like me, your mood will probably worse because of that, but from a strict, what's game theory optimal? Yeah, you should never leave before they raise the stakes. Epic. Tier's kind of just a little bit too clunky to really do anything meaningful. And they have Swarm too. How often do you change positions of the sit stand? It's usually every 60 to 90 minutes. Speaking of, about that time. Oh. If you're in the market for a sit stand desk, shout out to our Flexi Desk sponsor. He hooked me up with a new desk recently. It's been quite reasonable. Handles my 3-monitor workstation A-OK. Quality piece of hardware. With Shuri already in hand, do I want to get Kitty going ASAP? Or do I think I'm going to commit to Shuriing something not Kitty? I don't have Vision or Red Skull in hand yet. I'm going to get Kitty going, I think. I think with them committing the demon mid, well, rewarded for having this get going, I guess. I think with them committing the demon mid, I'm gonna bounce out. Why does Iron Lad find American Chavez? Because she's not my next card draw. Because despite American Chavez's updated text box, she still can't be drawn until the 6th turn of the game. Things that shuffle your deck include anytime they put any card into your deck. Any rocks or vibranium. Most notable causes. Lockjaw, also a card that shuffles. Why would you play Angela turn 2 with both her and Kitty in your hand? Is it not always optimal to play Kitty on turn 2 and then Angela on turn 3? No, there's resource efficiency you have to consider too in terms of spending your resources each turn. And it's about how you're dividing your power up across the entirety of the board. Yeah, the Moon Girl Kitty deck is solid. For sure. Wow, they committed even more to the center. That really surprises me. Speaking of the Moon Girl Kitty deck, that's probably what this opponent is playing. Although, obviously, they don't have Kitty Pride in sight. Is there a link for the Moon Girl Kitty deck? Yeah, the Moon Girl Kitty deck was one of the decks I called out in my best decks video recently. Yeah, I think they didn't overcommit too much, but they're saying I have a hard time competing for either of these with our Kitty going. Again, if you're someone that's looking to keep up with the metagame as it shifts, every 2 to 3 weeks at most, there's a best decks update. Basically, anytime there is a somewhat significant metagame shift, you can expect a new best decks video that covers not only top decks, but also good counter picks and brews that I think have potential, such as things like the Kitty Pride double up deck. Sure, you're subbed over on the Hooglandia stamp side, ring that bell and all that jazz, so you don't miss the stuff you care about. Stupid Dream Dimension. Putting Angela on 2 here since I have Kitty plus a 2-drop the next turn and I can't really play Shuri consistently anyways. Gross. Rewarded for playing Angela, I guess, though, I suppose. What is this deck's main counter to Galactus? There's a red button in the lower right-hand corner of your screen. It lets you counter Galactus with any deck you're currently playing. Did I say right hand? Yeah, sorry, I meant left hand corner. Good shout, good shout. Ross Guardian, thanks for over 2 years. Welcome back. There is a high evolutionary top deck ideas video scheduled to post on the YouTube side in 44 minutes. All right, Gambit, discard the Widow's Bite, I believe. Damn it, Gambit, you had one job. High Evolutionary comes out in 45 minutes. So High Evolutionary comes out this evening. I have a video with deck ideas set to publish in 45 minutes.
Systems go.
We're dead. I think 22 wins left. We're technically only at 18 on the left is the problem. The play if we're staying in and playing to win, this is the line we take, and we hope that this is just enough here. But I think we lose when the lizard shrinks. We're only up 10 there. I don't know. I guess I don't have any cost reductions, so I can't play that many cards out. I'll go 22 on each side. Feeling 22 this morning. Yeah. Yeah. And impossible to know that 10 would have won middle. Could easily play that a little bit different. You know what else we could do that's a little bit different, chat? I'm gonna check out some Honkai Star Rail.